Jeannie's Designs. I'm a couple minutes early. I hit the wrong button, but that's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. So we're just gonna, oh, look at that. It's already live. Look how fast that was. So let me know if you can hear me because I'm using my iPad tonight, so things are gonna look backwards and that's okay. I just thought I'd change it up a little bit. So let me know if you can hear me. And I know you can see me because I can see it. But just let me know how the sound is. Hi, Kim. Yep. Julie says, yep. I know, all of us YouTubers a lot of times will just ask, can you see and hear me okay? And it's because we can't hear ourselves. And so if we did, you would hear a major echo. So it just would be weird. Hi, Helen. Hi, Denise. Hi, Diane. Hi, Cynthia. Julie. My friend Lori. Hi, guys. So I have one thing to show you tonight that is just so exciting for me. It's just the little things, but I love it so much. I'm going to wait for us to get a good group, which we already have. But hi, Annie. Hi, Uni. Hi, Sue. Hi, Candace. Diane and Joni. You guys, I know I'm doing a 7 o'clock live evening. Tony and I have been busy all day doing all kinds of just stuff here and there. It's rained all day long, all day. So, hi Karen. And it's still raining. It's just the craziest thing. We have what's called a rainy season here in Florida, and we are in the midst of it. It's actually gone on a little longer. I am not complaining because when it gets to, November, December, January, there will be no rain. Things will dry up and we'll be wishing for some rain. So I have learned over the years not to complain. I'm not a big complainer anyway. Hi, Uni in Norway. I just love that. So I am using my little microphone with my iPad tonight, and I know things are backwards, but are they backwards? Let me see. Yep, they're backwards. So be it. You guys, after tomorrow, I'm going to look really different. I get my hair cut tomorrow. I can't wait. It has been it's been the normal length, but it has gotten so long. It's just like awful. I know. Hold on a second. I have the pattern on my iPad. There we go. And my iPad went blank. I mean my iPhone. Okay, so we've got a great group. Thanks for joining, you guys. I don't think Brenna is here. Brenna, I don't think she's here. Darn it. But if we all know Brenna. Brenna is, you're getting your haircut tomorrow too, Jen. I can't wait. It's going to look so different because I'm going to have her cut it short. Because during the summer, my hair grows so fast that it's just ridiculous. Hey, Sandra. So Brenna, one of my admins who just had little Maggie, what is she? Almost 5 months. I can't even believe it. Just one night just got wild and crazy and designed some little pictures. I turned them into stickers. And this is the first one. I ordered 2 more. You guys, look at these stickers. I know it's backwards. There's not much I can do about it. Look at those. That's me saying hold please with my fabricator and my little scissors, my magnets, my little tray of clips. You guys, I just love these. Aren't they just cute? I mean, and look, she's got my little necklace. I don't have my necklace on right now, but look at that. And look at my hair. I mean, so I mean, I know it's something very simple and silly, but Brenna, I know you're going to watch the replay. I love these. I love these so much. There are two more coming, which I won't show, but oh my gosh, these are adorable. So when you place an order, you'll get one of those new stickers. Yeah. I don't know, RD. You can certainly ask her, but I don't know. She just did it on a whim. I think she must have done it when Maggie was sleeping, taking a nap or whatever. I just love my admins, you guys. I have the best in the whole world. I'm just saying. They are so supportive of me, and they jump on at the last minute. Like tonight was the last minute because I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it. And here's Jan, here's Lori. I mean, what can you say? Everybody say thanks to my admins because they are, number one, they're beautiful people. Number one, they're very supportive. Number two, all of them are excellent sewists. So anyway. So it's not about the sticker tonight. Tonight it is all about my friend Melissa Martin from Sew Yours. You guys, she released a new pattern today and it's called the Compact Clutch. If you're like me, you love wallets, and I love wallets. I do. So I just printed this in black and white, but here is the cover of it. The Compact Clutch. Is there a link or email I can have, or can you give her mine? We will, Jan, if you'll reach out to RD, why don't you just send me an email and I'll forward it to Brenna for you, and then you guys can decide what you want to do. Okay, just send me an email, what you're looking for, and I'll forward it to Brenna, and then you guys can take it from there. There's Melissa tonight. But here it is. Here's the Compact Clutch. I should have printed it in color, but I didn't. I have made two already because, number one, they're addictive. Number two, she gives you actually 4 options in the pattern. I've done 2. I'm doing a third one tonight, and I'm sure I'll do a 4th one at some point. And so it's a clutch that uses the 7.5 purse class. Now I sell all these purse class on my website, and Melissa is now selling them too, which is perfect. There's never enough people to sell these. I have them in matte black, silver, antique brass, gunmetal, and I'm getting them in light gold. So I will have 5 versions. I think she always also carries 5. Hi, Marie. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, guys. If I missed you saying, oh, there's Cindy. So this one is very similar on the outside to the Mega Accordion by my friend Ethel Lori, Wild Pony Designs. However, the inside is completely different. And so here it is. Here's the first one I made. I think this, let me see if I can tell you which version this is. Hold, please. This is option C, where you have a little piece in the middle. So you have 2 are the same, and then you have option C on the front and back. She does recommend non-directional fabric, but you do you. I do think it works best for non-directional. So you open it up. And you guys, you have 10 card slots here. And you have a slip pocket back here. On this side, and this part is optional. This is clear vinyl. Two more card slots, ID windows, whatever you want them to be. You have a slip pocket here, and then you have a full zipper pocket here. I love it. I love it. I am going to make one in leather coming up. But tonight is all about the pattern, and she actually, in a full disclosure, she sent me some materials, so that's what we're going to use tonight to sew it up. So this is option C. Okay, the first one I made was option A, which I also love. Look at this. These just happen to be, these two are her fabrics. This is one of my favorite fabrics of hers. Melissa, what's the name of this one? This is gorgeous vinyl. It's some of her vinyl, and then this is her Savannah. I think it's called Savannah Suede. And then I did this one in black. Now, when I made these two, I didn't have any ripstop. Hi, Donna. I know I released this video earlier, and then I just decided to go live. I thought, let's just do it. So I didn't have any ripstop, which is what she recommends and what we're going to do tonight. She has great ripstop options on her website as well. So I used Indolove Creations 300 denier waterproof canvas. I think she calls it ProTech. I could be wrong, but that's what I used, and it's perfect. You just have to make sure you're using non-frame fabric. But look at that. Okay, so now here's another option. So this is option A. This is option C. We're going to do option B tonight. But if you notice in the inside, there is an option for a credit card holder, secure strap that just really folds down into the last credit card. Now, you could easily make this a snap down here if you wanted to on the last card slot. It's just totally up to you. Gilded Gardens, that's what this is. Stunning. Love it. I don't know that it's really necessary. I did not do it on this one. These are all just fake cards, but look, they're not coming out. So I don't know if you need it, but if you feel more secure with something that's going to hold them in there, certainly do it. She gives you the pattern for the security strap. I think that's what you call it, yeah. The other thing I'm going to say too is she does recommend a number 3 zipper here. She's done one, Velcro would be fine, Cindy. Yeah, I agree. She's done it in number 5. So you can use a number 3 or a number 5. I just saw a thread here that is just not okay with me. There we go. So you do you. If you don't, a lot of people don't carry number 3s. Stock them in their stash. I happen to have plenty of number 3s. I personally like number 5 zippers as a preference, but I did both of these in number 3, and they're easy. Okay. So here is option A, and this is option C. What we're going to do tonight, and these two are available on my website for sale, just FYI. We're going to do option B. Now, Melissa, my friend Melissa at Sew Yours, she lives in her shop, and she lives about an hour, maybe an hour and a half from me. So I've been up to her shop. If you are ever in the Dunellen, Florida area, you should go to her shop. It's totally addictive. Make sure that you take plenty of cash because you're going to want to leave there with lots of stuff. Just saying. I'm just saying it out loud. She carries great stuff. Okay, so where's my pieces? So this is option B. Let me put these away. Where you have on the side a solid piece. I mean, you don't have to do A, B, or C. Or the fourth option is just doing all one fabric, which I am going to do when I do my leather option. Look at this fabric. This is Melissa's fabric from Sayers. This is vinyl. She sent it to me and I said, you are such an enabler. I have to have more of this. Look how gorgeous that is. Melissa, what's the name of this one? Dusky Dreams. Look at it. I love it. And then this is some of her... Oh, Melissa, what is this one? I don't remember what you said. It's... I guess it is suede. Maybe it is some of your Savannah suede. She's gonna tell us in just a second. Oh, it's peacock faux leather, you guys. I'm just saying. Okay, so I've raved enough. I love it. You know me. If I don't like something, I will not say. Either I won't say anything, or I will tell you. So this is how we do it. I'm going to put it down just a little bit so you can see. I'm sorry, you're going to see my hand. Okay. We're going to put these two pieces right sides together, and you could put it on the left or the right, totally up to you. I'm going to put mine on the right. I just realized I didn't get a tag. I wonder if my piece is too long. Oh yeah, it is a little bit too long. That's okay. So I may run get a tag real quick once I get this sewn together. So we're going to sew this together at the seam allowance of the pattern, and I am using maroon thread from Size Swag. It does feel like suede. It does. Her faux feels like suede. So I just placed an order tonight on your website, Melissa. So I forgot how much I like this, and I'm going to order a roll of this vinyl. And so hold that order until and let me combine. Okay. Shh, don't tell. So we're going to sew this together at the seam allowance in the pattern. I know, I'm just a mess when it comes to new stuff. I can't help it. Okay. Seam allowance in the pattern. And it is important with any first class pattern that you follow the seam allowances pretty carefully. Okay. Then I am going to just put some tape here because I like to have my seams laid open and flat. Noted, Melissa says. Noted. Hold that order. Okay. So now we're going to splay that seam flat and do some top stitching. And FYI, guys, I am still having a hardware sale, 20% off. So just FYI, 20% off hardware. And then all my pre-made bags are 35% off. That's still going on, just FYI. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. goodness. All right, we're going to top stitch on either side what she tells you to in the pattern. I thought I'd use maroon because that is a nice contrasting color. And actually I'm using maroon ripstop fabric. Maroon ripstop fabric. Okay, let's do this other side. I'm going to turn on my heat press real quick because I need to heat press my stabilizer on. And if I don't turn it on now, it won't be ready, which would be a problemo. Let me do it this way. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I was trying to read comments. Kim, if you're asking about how long my hardware is on sale, I don't know. Probably through this week. But you may be talking to Melissa, so I don't know. Yeah, Melissa has Tex 70 and Tex 45 thread too, in the smaller spools, which is really nice. Okay, so that is that. Now, on the back of here, you need to draw some lines. Let me make sure this is the right width. Yes, it is. Okay. Actually, no. You know what? I think I did a goofy. No, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Mark what she tells you to in the pattern on these long edges. And then put some double-sided, I put double-sided tape. Okay. You guys, it's so hot in here. Let me turn my fan on. Get some air circulating. Okay, Kim, yeah. The 35% off pre-made stuff is just kind of ongoing. The hardware will be on sale through this week. Probably through Sunday at midnight. Let's just make a decision. It'll be on sale through Monday. Okay. All right, let's set that aside for just a minute while my heat press is heating up. But you need to use Decaville Heavy. Yeah, somehow I got off on my measurements, so I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. I probably didn't cut it right, but you want this to be inside your lines. Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. So I may Hey, Sabrina. Yeah. You just want to be pretty specific about, number one, your measurements when you're cutting. And I think I cut mine a little too short, and that's okay. So now I'm just making sure that my Decaville Heavy is inside my lines. All right, I'm going to go put that on here. It's almost ready. Did you hear that beep? It's ready. Okay. Perfect. Okay, you can set that aside for just a minute. Next, let me go grab, before I do anything, because I'm going to forget. I am going to put a, oh, Annie, look at you. Label. That's exactly what I was going to say. I am going to put a label on. You guys are saviors, you know? I had to go grab a label, but you can hear me over here, can't you? I love it. Okay, I gotta turn the fan on. Higher. Okay. Thank you, Annie. Guys. All right, so if this is my front, I'm gonna fold it up like this. You can put your label wherever you want. I'm gonna put it over here. I take that back. I'm gonna center it. Let's center it. Let's do that. Let me find my center. Okay. Let's find my center and measure down right there and there. Perfect. You guys, I have to tell you something funny. You know, if you watched my if you watch my room tour, you'll know that I've started using a bunch of stuff from IKEA. I mean, the stuff is decent and it's so reasonably priced. Well, you know, Tony's helped me put it all in, put it together, all that good stuff. He wanted to go to IKEA today because he needed a shelf for the garage. So I have created a monster because he loves it now too. Just making sure that's straight. So we went to IKEA today. He got a shelf and we ate kind of a late lunch, early dinner. Swedish meatballs. How can you go wrong with that? I mean, really. So we didn't eat dinner, so once I'm done here, I'm going to be starving. Swedish meatballs, peas, and mashed potatoes. Yum. If you've never had their Swedish meatballs, they're so good. I mean, we've really kind of gotten addicted to IKEA. It's not a good thing because, you know, there's so many things that you could do. All right, there's my tag. Did I get it on there straight? I think it is. Okay, let's set that aside. So she gives you two options for the credit card slots. Now, her credit card slots are so easy. You can cut 10 individual card slots, and she gives you a pattern piece for the card slots. Or she gives you a measurement for one long piece that you can create them and then cut them, which is what I'm going to do tonight. It's much easier, personally. So it's just one long piece where you fold it longwise, and then top stitch at 1/8 of an inch. This is so, wait till you see this. This is so easy to do. You know, there are so many ways to do card slots. I'm always looking for the easiest way. And I'm going to make sure my iron back here is hot because I'm going to want to iron this when I'm done. Who here has used ripstop? Very rarely have I ever used ripstop. The nice thing about it, it doesn't fray, it's waterproof, and it's extremely lightweight. So I ordered some from Melissa tonight, but she's going to hold that order because I need some more stuff. It's great. You know, this is the problem with bag making, is they always come out with a million new stuff. I'm gonna just give this a quick iron back here to make it nice and flat. And you can iron ripstop, you just need to be careful. Don't leave your iron on too long. Okay, perfect. Now we're going to cut this into 10 pieces. And this is going to take me a hot minute. Sorry, I just hit my microphone, didn't I? Sorry. Let me make sure I know the measurement. Yep, okay. And I'm just going to mark them and then cut them. So Lori and I are going to go live next week sometime. And we are so bad for each other. Is that right? Yeah. Our husbands are even saying they're going to take away our privileges. They're going to change the Wi-Fi password, and because she and I bought some stuff. She and I bought some leather last week. Was it last week, or it was 2 weeks ago, I think. And then we both bought some more last night. I mean, really cheaper than what you can get at Tandy. Just saying. Is Patricia here? Because Patricia knows about it too. I think I saw Patricia. You guys. All right, let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. one. Now we're just going to cut these up. The leather that I just got some in today, and we're going to go live and we'll show it to you next week. Tony was in there when I was opening it up, and he was even surprised how nice it is. It's gorgeous. The what I got is very different than anything else I have. Patricia, it is something else. It's very high quality leather at really good prices. Now, you still have to be selective. Like last night, some of it was very expensive, and I said to Lori, I just can't do that. I just can't do it. Even at the reduced rate, I couldn't do it. So, you just got it. I know. I got mine from last week just now too, Patricia. Oh, you guys. Okay. So enough of that. We'll show it to you next week, so stay tuned. So now we're going to take credit card slot back G1, and on that pattern piece, you have markings down the side. So make sure that you mark it on the same side, and we're going to use that to attach our card slots. Wait till you see this. It's so easy, you guys. Okay. So the first card slot, remember there's 10, lays on the bottom. Okay, and we're going to sew across that on the bottom 1/8 of an inch. Okay, I have to have a drink of water. It is not from Peggy Sue. Now, Peggy Sue's leather is nice too, but the stuff from Yellowstone is extremely high quality. I actually have never had any leather of this quality before. I mean, you get an entire quarter hide for $50, which is extremely cheap. Oh, my phone just went boo-boo. Okay, here we go. All right, so then you're going to fold this down, and you're going to lay the next card slot on the second line. And how you know you've got it right, oops, how you know you've got it right is if you lay the bottom one up like this. It should be, I don't know what her measurement is, but it's about even. But you're going to fold this first one down and stitch across the bottom here. It'll be easier for me to show you. Make sure this one isn't under here though. I made that mistake one time. Okay, so this is what you have. So here's the first one that we did down here that's stitched to the bottom. The second one is stitched to that second mark. And when you fold it up, they're, I don't know, what are they, about 1/2 inch or so? It's not really 1/2 inch. You need to use the pattern piece because I measured the first time 1/2 inch and it didn't come out right. Just saying. All right, so we're going to repeat that all the way up. So take another one, fold these two down, and add it to the next lines. And I am always just double checking to make sure that it's right. So there's that one. We're going to fold these two pieces out of the way, stitch across the bottom. Does ripstop come in any printed? Does it come in printed fabric? Diane, it's the first time catching me live. I love it. Hi, Shannon. Well, welcome. I know I rarely go live in the evening, so that's probably why. All right, the next line up, clip it in place. Again, make sure it's right. Fold these down out of the way. That's just my heat press going off. Makes a racket, doesn't it? Okay. Not that you're aware of? Okay. That's too bad, Melissa. That's an idea for you. Get some ripstop in some printed pretties. Not that you need anything else to do. Okay. So again, I just made sure that I'm not missing a line and they're all perfectly placed. Fold these out of the way and stitch that one. Making sure that none of this is underneath. I already made that mistake for you, so that's why I'm emphasizing it for you. Okay. So if you guys would go and click that thumbs up, it makes a big difference. Under Jeannie's designs, there's a little thumbs up. Just click that thumbs up for me. I'd appreciate it. Okay, gonna fold those down and stitch. Get my thread out of the way. You know, there's no way around card slots. They're just tedious, honestly. Oh, I'm so glad, Susie. I need to do it more often, honestly. I'll just be honest. I am more of a morning person. So that's why I usually go live in the morning or early afternoon. Plus, I will say that evenings, even though Tony and I are retired and, you know, we're with each other all day most of the days, evening is our time. So it's really why I don't do a lot of evenings or nighttime sews. That's another reason. But I asked him and he said, yeah. I said, go for it. Okay, next one. He's out installing his shelf in the garage. Okay. So, we're both busy. Two more. Yep, two more. I haven't even seen that. Oops, see, I almost put that one up too high. Well, do it. Where is it located, Annie? I haven't even seen it. Huh. I'll have to go look. It's a hype button. Thank you, Annie. I'm really kind of disappointed. Annie is not coming to Florida. Some circumstances happen, and I'm not going to be able to go out and watch with her. So hopefully you'll come another time, Annie. All right, one more, guys. I mean, wait till you see this and how perfect they end up being. It's actually surprising. Definitely use the pattern piece to mark your lines, and it'll be perfect. It's just amazing to me. Okay, fold them down, last one. So football season is starting, so I won't be able to do Monday nights because that'll be football. All right. Look how perfect that is. I'm telling you, the first time I did it, I was like, whoa. I'm going to turn around and just give this a press. And be careful. Mine got a little hot. Then we are going to stitch up the sides. Let me see. What did she say? This side. Let me remember what she said. Hold on. I don't want to lead you astray. Let's see. I don't like looking at patterns on my phone. They're so tiny. So when you're looking at it on this right side, you have a bigger seam allowance than on the left side. So on this side, I'm just going to do the smaller seam allowance. And I always go from the bottom up. And on this other side, you can have a little bit bigger seam allowance. She wants you to. You're going to trim some of this off. And somebody asked me earlier, can you go from the top down? You certainly can. Here's the reason I go from the bottom up. So, and Melissa even mentions this too. Is you're getting your card slots, let me pull this down, up so that the top of each card slot goes up and it doesn't get accidentally folded down. Just FYI. All right, so now we're going to take G3, which is the credit card slot binding piece. And we're going to lay that on the left side with the card slots up and clip that in place. I know, Donna, I saw that. Oh, she gave you the measurements. Thank you, Melissa. I'm always very careful not to share stuff. I saw that from MB Quirk. I got that too. It'll all get sorted out. Now, let's see what the seam allowance is here. Hold, please. Okay. All right. Quarter inch seam. guys hear all that racket? And this left wall is the garage wall. Can you hear? All right, now we're going to fold that around that binding. I call it a binding piece. Fold that around that seam, and we're going to top stitch that. It's perfect. It's perfect. So in full disclosure, Melissa has a video too. So please go support Melissa's. I did it backwards for a moment. Forgot you are backwards. Oh yeah, I'm backwards. It's disturbing. So she has a great video too. And I think the pattern comes with SVG files too. All right, so now we're going to trim this off back here. This is another reason it's nice to have something that's non-fraying, because this becomes a slip pocket back here. Now we need to measure this, and it needs to be a certain width. Let me grab my little mat. And that's, yeah. So you will trim some off. It just depends how much. Let me just double check this measurement. Trim the opposite raw edge of the credit card slot to measure exactly. Okay. Let me stand up. I can't put enough pressure when sitting down. There we go. Perfect. Now I cut off my seam, so I'm just going to do a little 1/8 inch top stitching there, so none of my credit card slots move around. Okay. Now the credit card slots are done, you guys. I mean, how perfect is that? It's so easy. There you go. And this becomes a slip pocket back here. I love it. All right, what's next, Melissa? Now we're going to do our slip pocket, which becomes your... Oh, you know what I forgot to get? I forgot to get my ID window. I'll go get that. I'll just take you with me because I can. All right, so this is your slip pocket, and it's a good idea to make sure you're folding it the right way. So I put my slip pocket, let me put you down just to hear more, guys, so you can see. Hold on, you don't need to see my mug. Make sure that your slip pocket, you measure it with your lining piece because you want it to be the same width. Fold that wrong sides together. And clip in place. Okay. Top stitch. 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. Again, I'm going to iron this, but I'm going to use my Teflon sheet because my iron is so hot, it got too hot. Perfect. All right, so let me go grab the clear window. It's already cut. I just didn't bring it in here for some reason. I'll talk to you as I walk across the hall. This is another Lori enabler alert. She got me Tony went and got to Lowe's and got me a pink bucket. Project Source is from Lowe's. I think they were $5. I put scraps in them. This one happens to be leather scraps. Thanks, Lori. All right, this is my vinyl piece. Okay, good. Brenna, did you see? I did this at the beginning. You'll have to go look. I love these. I love these. I love these. Brenna is here now, and she's the one who created these. She's a gem and a half, I'm just saying. Okay, the next thing is the zipper pocket. So let's do that next. I'm trying to follow the pattern. You do, Melissa. Go get one. Lowe's. Pink buckets. And Lori says, welcome, Barb. You guys, we are so bad for each other. No, actually, we're not. All right, so you take your zipper pocket piece. Looks like this. And if you're using a number 5 zipper, pay attention to the pattern. Because she has you cut a little more off, I believe. I'm going to use the number 3, so I just followed what she had. So I put a piece of tape on the back. I'm going to take that piece of tape off, paper off the back. With my zipper closing to the left, we are going to add this with the top of those little marks at the top of the zipper. The raw edge of the zipper. You just really want to get it even. Perfect. Okay, so just like that. That's what it looks like on the back. And then we're going to sew down one side across and back up. Okay, here we go. I don't have my zipper fit on, but I think I'm going to be okay. Let's see. Yeah, it'll be fine. Can you hear all that racket out there? Poor guy. He's just reorganizing all of it. Move your zipper out of the way. Your pole, I mean. And then come back up. And then we are going to cut off our excess zipper. Zipper tape. Just cut cut it off. Don't cut your front piece, which I've been known to do. And what do we do when we cut zipper tape? We always burn the ends. Okay. Now again, I'm going to just iron this really quick. The pressure on this fabricator is pretty steep, so I'm just getting it nice and flat. I don't like wavy stuff. This zipper pull, this is from Melissa. Isn't that cute? Melissa sells these. Sewyours.com. This is a number 3 too. It's very pretty. Okay, now, let's see. Now we're gonna do our clear pocket piece. This is just some clear vinyl from, I used by Annie's. I think Melissa sells clear vinyl too, though. And then I'm gonna put a little binding on the top to make it look pretty. So it's just a piece. I divided down the middle and I bought tape on either side. Now, word of caution, and I think Melissa even mentions this too, it is a real thing. Before you place your clear vinyl down, make sure you know exactly where you're going to put it, because once you get tape on here, you can't, it gets all gummy and it just doesn't look good and it's hard to get it up. So there you go. Then we're going to fold that over and top stitch. Now, I've done it before. I've gotten it all gummy, and you can use Glue Gun to get it off, but it's a work. It's not pretty. And top stitch that on. In fact, there is a little something on this. This was an end piece, so I'll show you. Let me grab my Glue Gun. And it doesn't take much. I just usually spray my cloth. And there is a little bit of goop. It's on this side. I think it was from the tape. Not the tape. Not this tape. But that's all gone now. Perfect. That's all it takes. Glue Gun is a sewing room essential. This is from by Annie, mine, but Melissa has clear vinyl too. All right, now we're going to take our pocket, our slip pocket, and we are going to lay that right on top. And I'm going to have some hangover because my piece was too long. So we'll trim it, I'm not worried. And I'm going to go ahead and baste it on. Well, you don't have to. Let me do what she tells you to in the pattern. I am going to put a line down the center though. Okay. To make this 2 card slots. That'll hold it in place for me. Hold on, I just want to make sure that's right. That I got it right. No, I did not. Oh gosh, I just want to make sure I got it even. Because doesn't look even. You know how you look at something and you can tell it's not right? Nope, that's right. Okay. We're just going to make 2 slots down here. Sew up the center. Back stitching well at the top. Okay, so that's what we have so far. 2 ID windows for whatever you choose to make them. Then, now grab your zipper pocket and we're going to lay that across the bottom and put that in place and stitch that on, baste it on, 1/8 of an inch. On the sides and the bottom. Okay. Beautiful. So whenever you're doing stuff like this, I like to get all my little thread ends cut because you don't want anything showing through at the end. I know, I'm probably weird that way. So that's what you have. Now you have your zipper pocket, you have your slip pocket, and you have 2 ID windows. How cute is that? All right, now we're going to take our lining piece D. Do you guys like to put all your pieces together as you use them? I'm probably not the only one that does that. Because if I don't, I end up losing one, and that's, you can always print a new one, I guess, but. All right, your lining piece, right side up, and we're gonna measure over from the left side and draw a line. Okay. Now we're gonna add a little piece of tape. And I put it on the back of my zipper. You can put it on that line, however. Okay. Who went to bed? I know. Okay, I'm really kind of shocked that YouTube hasn't fixed that. But they haven't. It's disturbing. Okay. So take this piece, wrong side up. Oh, and I put this on the wrong side. I knew there was something wrong with that. Hold on. Let's just do what she tells you to do. Put it here on your piece above that line. Or you can put it on the right side of your zipper, which I should have done, but I didn't. That's okay. Now, take the paper tape off, the tape. With your zipper pocket piece, right side up, you're going to lay that on that line. I mean, I know in the video, you probably saw it if you watched the video. I've never done it this way. I love this. Okay, so this is what you have. Here's your lining piece. You measured up from that left side, You're adding your zipper piece right side down, wrong side up, and we're going to stitch that on. Seam allowance in the pattern. And actually, I'm going to do it this way. Make sure you get your zipper pull out of the way. I'm just going to open that up so it stays out of my way. Move it around wherever you need to. I didn't think about being backwards and doing a new pattern. The video that I released tonight is all correct, so you might want to go watch that. Okay, look at this, guys. How fancy is that? So now you have, when you pull this piece down, you're going to attach it to the bottom of your lining piece. And you just created a zipper pocket. I personally have never done one like this before. I love it. Okay. So just like that. So you have a lined zipper pocket, you have a slit pocket, and you have 2 ID windows. This ID window is optional. If you don't have clear, don't use it. Now we're just going to base that. Let me make sure I'm doing what you tell me to, Melissa. Yeah. We're going to base that all the way around. 1/8 of an inch to our lining piece. Make sure your zipper pulls out of the way. Okay, so that part of the interior is complete. Amazing. Now we are going to take our credit card slot that we created, and we're going to lay that on this side and base that on. On 3 sides. Don't sew this piece because this becomes another slip pocket. And then I'm going to turn around and just use my iron and my Teflon sheet to flatten that real quick. You do have to be careful because that you've got clear vinyl down here, but I use my Teflon sheet, so I'm good. Okay. Next. Isn't that a great method, Jean? I know it. It's crazy. All right, so now we're ready to put it together. So, whatever you're going to do, and test this. She tells you how to do it. You want your credit cards on the right so that when you fold it up, this is the front and I have it. So I got to put my tag on the left and this goes on the right. So fold it up and there you have your front. So the front of your exterior is on the left. Your credit card slots are on the right. Now, this is where it gets just a little, you want to make sure that you have good clearance here. So I am going to trim mine just a little bit. And if you have to do that, that's absolutely okay. Because I want mine, yeah. I don't think I need to actually. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to trim it just a hair. You want it fitting within those lines that you drew on the exterior. Plus you want it to be nice and straight. Mine wasn't really straight for some reason. Hold on a second, I gotta iron this one side. It kind of got ironed, folded. There we go. Better. Okay, on the left, my credit card's on the left. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Clip it in place across the top. And then we're gonna sew across the short ends. To make sure it stays in place. Yep. Okay. Let's do it. This one little edge is kind of folded down. It's saying, I don't want to do what you want me to do, Borb. This stitch is going to be under our purse clasp, so don't worry too much about doing this. It'll end up being under the purse clasp. Okay. Same thing on this side. Okay. We're almost done. We just need to fold our edges in and then we'll put our purse clasp on. Which we've done a million purse clasps, haven't we, guys? I'm going to move my zipper pull to the center. So this is what you have. So cute. I'm going to take my tape off. The paper didn't come all the way off. And we're going to fold that over. And I don't have, because I made my outside a little too small, I don't have the full 3/8. That's okay. It's all good. Just make sure when you're cutting it out, you're cutting it out exactly. She gives you excellent directions on that. This will be all good. Same thing on this side. Yeah, this is kind of thick right here, so I'm just going to trim that just a little. There we go. Better. It's still covered. You won't be able to see what I just did. You know, sewing is all about making adjustments. And sometimes you have to. And that just is something that comes with time and practice. What is so exciting? I'm planning to go to Orlando to look for a couple of venues in early October. Oh, to do a retreat or something? That would be cool. Okay, I'm going to change these two clips. So they stay. Awesome, Sandra. That's fabulous. Depending on traffic, Orlando's an hour from me. Everything down here is, you know, depending on traffic. Okay, guys. Now we're going to top stitch. And depending on you and how you feel, I would make sure that your thread matches your exterior. I'm just going with this. I like the maroon, so that's what we're going to do. This vinyl sews beautifully, just beautifully. Now I'm top stitching from the inside, and I'm just using the edge as my guide so that it's straight on the outside. Perfect. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. All right, let's do the other side. Hey Sandra, what are you going to sew on Wednesday this week? What's your plan? What are you sewing? Whoop. Exactly, Lori. I can't wait to hear what you're doing, Sandra, in Orlando. Okay, let's clean this up just a hair. Get rid of all my little threads. You probably don't need to do this because it's going to be covered by the purse clasp. So there's what we have so far. And it's going to end up going like this. I love it. Let me have a drink of water and then we'll do our purse clasp. Okay, let's make sure it fits. You want the purse clasp with the hole in the front. And it fits perfectly. Sometimes these edges are a little thick. So, what does Barb do? Uses her daddy's hammer. That looks perfect. Just make sure it's on there all the way. Let's try this side. This is what Lori calls dry fitting your purse clasp, so that you know it fits. Perfect. Now, the other thing, the other area besides the sides that gets kind of thick is right here where your seam is. And so if you need to hammer that or press it, do that as well. Okay. Now we need to create our hole up here. So I'm going to mark my hole. Take those off. And I have started using my little hole punch here. Because it's much sharper, I will say. The other thing that Melissa does for this, you're going to need to watch this because it really is helpful. So with this, I'm just making sure I'm getting it. I really should be using my acrylic, but I didn't, so. Just when you're making this hole, be very judicious with your cuts. Let's make sure we got that on there and that we can't see it. I need to go a little more. Just go slow. Take your time with this. It's worth it, trust me. Okay. Put that back. And then this is what Melissa does, which is really smart, actually. She has you, because down here is the zipper pocket, she has you put just a couple little stitches right here, just to make sure that none of your coins slip in there. Very smart. Let me get rid of these. Very smart. Just a few stitches, doesn't take much. As close to that hole as you can get, because you don't want those being seen. And even if they are, it's not the end of the world. Perfect. Now the other thing I'm going to do is just put a little marker there. And this is just a Sharpie. And I just use black. Right there. Just so you don't see the white of the vinyl. That's all it takes. Which do you prefer card slots? Joni, I'm not sure what you mean. Which do you prefer for cards? Card slots? You mean on other bags that require card slots? I prefer landscaping fabric, if that's what you're asking. All right, let's do this. Let's get some glue. I'm just using Fabri-Tac. Let me find my screws and my screwdriver. We're almost done. Oh, I don't know. I don't think it matters. I'm not a, maybe somebody else can answer that, because, yeah, let Melissa answer that. Because I'm not a bit, I've never been a big ripstop user, so maybe you were asking her to begin with, so that's a good thing. I just put a little bit of glue in there. Make sure that your screw holes are on the inside and add that there. Perfect. Make sure it fits good, and let's do our screws. There's 4 screws. See how helpful it is to have the designer here? Thank you, Melissa, for being here. You guys be sure and click that thumbs up for me. That makes a big difference. It's right under Jeannie's Designs, thumbs up. Make sure your screws are nice and flush. Okay, let's do the other side. And it doesn't take much glue. You don't want a bunch of glue, because it'll just eke out. And that wouldn't be good. Okay, let me put the cap on my glue. Susie, this screwdriver is from Amazon. I'll link it in the description. I've had it for a long time. It comes with a whole bunch of heads. These little heads come off. And then it also has a little light. Fancy. Fancy, fancy. Oh, there's Jan. Jan got it. Thank you, Jan. All right, let's put the screws on and then we're done. This is also rechargeable with a USB-C port on the back, so it's rechargeable. It's the other thing I really like about it. But the battery actually lasts a while. I probably charge mine once a week, and I use it every day. Okay. We're done, guys. I'm going to drink water. Let me get some card slots. I mean cards, not card slots, but cards. So there's a card, and then you got 10 card slots there. Let me bring it up just a second. Sorry. You know, I think we all have things that we really enjoy making. This is one of them. Look at this. This and the Mega accordion wallet are probably my two favorite wallets. Although, I really like the Architect wallet as well. I like a lot of wallets though. First Pal, I like them all. Look at that. Couple tips. Make sure that when you're cutting it out, you're cutting the pieces out perfectly. Perfectly. Follow her seam allowances to the T. There's a reason she does the seam allowances the way she does it. I have to have an M&M, guys. Jan, I filled up my M&Ms. Okay. I gotta go eat some dinner. I mean, so cute. 10 card slots, slip pocket. Zipper pocket, fully lined zipper pocket. Cash slot pocket, receipts, whatever you want. 2 more ID windows. Perfect. Where's the other 2? Let me grab them. So this is number 3. And I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to do it out of leather. Now, here's, I just said that, and the wheels were turning. Emergency M&Ms, exactly. Vinyl. Fairly thick vinyl, really, to be quite honest. And then I just use waterproof canvas, a very lightweight waterproof canvas for the inside. Both vinyls from Melissa. Again, waterproof canvas on the inside. And again, you will probably need to pound or crimp these edges because it's fairly thick there, but it's very doable. So don't be dissuaded by that. And on this one, here and here. And then this one. I'm going to do it out of leather, but I was just thinking I'm going to have to skive the sides of my leather and the top so that it doesn't get too thick here, which is not a big deal. So maybe I should do that live. Should we do a leather one live? What do you think? Denise, you should go. You're going to go put your order in. You guys, these designers, Melissa is one of those designers that is just, all her patterns are very well written too. Should I do a leather one live? What do you think? I can't decide which one of these is my favorite. I actually think this is my favorite. The leather live, please. Okay. I'll do it. Oh, this hole punch. This, I think I looked it up and it was $12.99 at Tandy. I'll show it to you here in a second. This is a craft tool number 14 3/8 inch hole punch. Let me hold it up so you can see it. I got it on Tandy. And FYI, Tandy is having a 15% off everything sale right now. So you could get this 15% off. I think it's $12.99. They have all sizes, but this is a number 14 3/8 inch. It works perfectly. I have like 3 of these, and they get dull so fast that I just decided I'm not buying any more of those because they just don't last. This will last a lifetime. The enabler has spoken. I know, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm trying to give you tools that will help you. And again, I just got this within the last 6 months. So all these tools that I use, I didn't have to start with. So just FYI. Here, if you want to, Joni, if you really want me to enable you, here's all my craft tool punches from Tandy. I have number 16, which is a 1/2 inch. I have number 14. I have number 4. I have, this one's rubbed off. I've used it so much. Worth every single penny. I'm just saying. Okay, enough about that. Thank you guys for being here. This is a great pattern. Thank you, Melissa, for being here. If you're a craft market person, these would be perfect. They don't take long to make. If I wasn't here chatting, I could make it in less than an hour. She gives you SVG files, so if you have a scan and cut, or a circuit, cricket circuit, whatever they call that. And these would sell like crazy if you price them right. And I don't know what you would price them at. I'm gonna need a toolbox. I have a big toolbox over here. I have a tool tower. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure and click the thumbs up and go support your small businesses. Melissa is a small business. Remember, I have a 20% hardware sale right now through Sunday night. All of my pre-made bags are 35% off. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I gotta go eat some dinner because I'm starving. What time is it? It's 8:30. It's 8:40. Oh dear. All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye. Have a good night.